Okay, I want to talk about something that I am rather excited about. I started fermenting and I made me some kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented drink that you make with black tea. You can make it with just regular sugar, or you can use organic sugar, or you can use coconut sugar or some type of sugar. And then you let it ferment for, well, they always say a week, but I let my first ferment for 2 weeks because when I did it for a week, it may be because I may have put too much sugar. Because you have people that do it different way, they put different amount of sugar. But the lady that I listened to, she said she used 4 cups of sugar, and I said, "Well, wow, that's a lot of sugar." I didn't want to use 4 cups of sugar, so I used 2 cups. I used 1 cup of coconut sugar and 1 cup of organic sugar to a gallon of water, and well, tea, because I had already made the tea. I took I think it was either 6 or 8 black tea bags and boiled it in the water to the gallon of water, and I poured it in this jar. After it cooled down, I poured it in a gallon jar, and I put my sugar in it and stirred it real good. And I put my SCOBY in. A SCOBY is like something that develops in the tea that builds up good bacteria. So I had to buy it because I didn't have one. But I'm right now I'm making one. I'm hoping that it'll make. I just made a small thing of black tea, and I'm gonna let it sit until the SCOBY develop. But I just have to. Reason why I'm making this video because I am so excited about how good it was. Um, because I buy a lot of kombucha. I normally buy it by the case that help with my stomach, but it tastes bitter, like a little bit like vinegar. Not exactly like vinegar, but it have a vinegar taste to it. But mine was good. It was really good. And I added fruit to it. Okay, after the 2 weeks, I took the tea bags out and I took some blueberry. I poured it in like a 4 cup measuring cup. And so I took some blueberries and I ground them up, and then I put the air in that 4 cups of tea, and I poured them into some sterile kombucha jars that I had brought kombucha. I saved the jars. Then I took some peaches and I grind them up, and I add them to another 4 cups of kombucha, and I poured that in the jars. And what I had left, I just made it. I took that, what I had left, I took that, and I'm trying to make a SCOBY out of that. But just without the fruit was good. It was real good. And so far I drunk one of the blueberries and one of the peach. And it was really good. Really, really good. Only thing about it is that when I opened it, it shot out. It just shot out the jar. Because it's fermented. And the first time I opened it, I had to put it over a glass because the top just shot out in the glass, and the kombucha just poured out in the glass. So it pretty much filled up the glass. And so I got a spoon and took it out, took the lid out, and I put it, rinsed it off and put it in the refrigerator. So I drank that glass of kombucha that I had, and Then I went back and drunk the rest of it later on. But I'm really glad that I did it because for years I've been saying I was gonna make some kombucha. Took me years to do it, and the only reason I hadn't did it because I kept wanting to go to the store and get a big jar. And anytime I would go to Walmart, I would forget to get a jar. So I saw some in Walmart, not in Walmart, on Amazon, and it was 6 for a certain amount of money. So I thought it was reasonable. So I brought six jars. I think I want to buy some more because I want to start fermenting vegetables. Because fermented vegetables is really good for your gut. You know. So now I got two more kombuchas fermenting, and I'm gonna keep some plain, and I'm gonna buy some bottles, and I have some empty ones already, but I want to make sure I have enough. I want to make it, and I don't have no bottles to put it in, cause this is something I'm gonna keep doing. I brought some more black tea, but I probably could find I got some black tea somewhere that I had for some years. I don't know if it's any more good though, cause I've had it at least 2 years. Cause that's how I was gonna make some kombucha, but I never did buy the jars, to make it with. So I don't even know if I still have that black tea, but I can always buy some black tea. Um, I might need to buy some just in case you can't buy nothing. Just buy some, cause that's something I want to keep going. But you can buy green tea too. Green tea is not called kombucha. Green tea is called gin, but you can make it the same way. But it just won't be as strong. See, I wanted my tea strong. That's why I use 6 or 8 tea bags. And so now I got 2 gallons fermenting. I have some apple cider, but not apple cider. I have some apple vinegar that I have fermenting. I took some apples and chopped them up, and I put it, and it's sweet. I don't know if that's gonna taste like vinegar, but it probably will, because you have to let it. You have to let the vinegar ferment like weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and I made it until get a vinegar taste to it, and then I have pineapple. Now that pineapple, I don't know about that pineapple. It don't even smell good. I tasted it. It got a little bit of the its SCOBY is developing. I reckon it's SCOBY. There's something in there. There's something in there floating. But a SCOBY look kind of jelly like. It's round, probably about that big, and you keep using it over and over and over, and each time this is what they say. Combined it, and I didn't get any SCOBY out of my first batch, but they say that each time you brew kombucha, you get a SCOBY, and they have like a SCOBY motel, so they have the big jars with layers of SCOBYs in it, where you can give to other people because they talk about how good I know. I like it. I done fell in love with kombucha, homemade kombucha. It tastes a whole lot different than that what you buy at the store. At least mine did. And so I'm gonna get like cabbage and carrots, whatever I can find out that you can um, ferment. And there's something that Chinese people make. It's made out of a certain type of lettuce. Not either the romaine, might be romaine lettuce. Some type of lettuce that they do the same thing with the lettuce, and they put it salt on it and let it ferment. This is what it's got a name. There's something called cha cha. I don't think that's what they call it, cha cha. I don't think that's what the Chinese people call it. But there's something called cha cha. This lady that used to live near me, she made it, and she makes it pretty good. So I'm gonna get me a recipe and make sure that I make it like I want to make it. And with these people putting this stuff in our bodies, we need stuff with good bacteria in us, and this what this fermented food is. It developed good bacteria. We need it for our good. Cause these people, they don't care. They don't care what they doing to us. So we need something to fight the bad stuff that they putting in us. And what else I want to talk about? I don't know. That's all I came on to talk about. One day I'm gonna show how cause I don't have a camera where I could just set up. I did have one, but it's broke. I don't know if I'm gonna buy another one or not, cause that was $150. Um, I don't know. I might just make me buy me a good camera. My granddaughter, she brought one. It was like a $700 camera. I don't know if I want. I don't know. It all depends on how much I get into doing videos. And, you know, I don't know. I don't do enough to really put that much in a camera. I don't even have followers like that to put that much into a camera. Unless I start doing something else. Um, but if I start doing like making kombucha on a regular basis and video it, maybe I don't know. But I'm happy with my kombucha. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. But it's things I've been wanting to do. It take me a long time to do it. And once I do it, I get excited about it. So I got to figure out. I was looking at these ladies. This is a mother and two daughters. They were making tincture. And tincture is like a medicine that you can take. You take herbs and you put it in liquor. But the liquor, the alcohol part of, like you cook with alcohol and it cook out. The alcohol cooks out of the food. That's how this is. The alcohol part of, I can't get my word right. It'll leave. I'll just put like that. The alcohol, it'll stop being alcohol and become a medicine. And that's something I've been wanting to do too, cause I love working with herbs, and I had started doing a book, and I still have it on my computer. I started looking up the picture, so I have the picture and what it's good for, because we may have to live like that. If these people keep doing this crazy stuff that they're doing, we may have to learn to live off the land, because you got stuff, herbs and food that just grow wild. Stuff that we've been cutting down when we cut our grass. We got food right out there in our yard, medicine right out there in our yard. And we just take the mower and cut it down. You know. When I started studying up on herbs, I said, dog, we've been cutting it like dandelion. Dandelion is a detox. And it's good to clean you. Um, what's the other? Plantain. Plantain is a pain medicine. Yarrow is a pain medicine. You got some herbs that's antibiotic, like ginger and turmeric and garlic. But they don't just grow well. They may grow wild. I don't know. I ain't seen them grow wild, but those are things that I didn't know there was like an antibiotic. You can make your own natural antibiotic without having that synthetic stuff in it. Um, hmm. But they had a lot of herbs that they was making tincture out of, and I want to learn the difference in a tincture and they different forms that you can use herbs with. They had already made, was it 70 something tensions in one day. But my problem is finding jobs. That's my biggest problem, is finding jobs, because see, I don't go nowhere. And when you try to find them online, they done jack the ball up. Since people started canning, they just jacked the prices up with the ball canning jobs. And I had ordered some. It was supposed to be from balls. I couldn't find out it was from China. Somebody from China, and they thought they were gonna steal my money. I ordered 2 cases. I ordered one case for the regular mouth jars, and then I ordered another case for the wide mouth jars. They come sending me just 2 jars, 2 regular size jars, and 2 regular wide mouth jars instead of a case. And I told them to send me my money back, and they won't go send my money back. So I contacted my bank, and I got my money back from the bank. Then I ordered some lids. Come to find out it was the same company, but they had a different website. So they sending me some cheap lids that want the right lids. You can't just uh, can stuff and store stuff with wrong lids, because this stuff will be done molded or something bad happened to you. You have to make sure this stuff is right. You got to have the right stuff. Because I did can some, I got some food in the can, but it's not enough to last a year. It's not enough to last some months. I canned some spaghetti sauce, some spaghetti. What else did I can? I canned some mushroom soup. Because I brought 2 bags of mushroom, dry mushroom, and that mushroom was good too. Um, it's like you eating meat. So I got to buy me some more mushroom, because I still got one whole bag of mushroom, the big ones, the big round ones. But I had the sliced ones. Those are the ones that my daughter was cooking with. I cooked with some of them too. And I need to buy another dry bag of mushroom to put away. I just want to have stuff so when we can't buy food, we'll have it. And I actually want to grow mushrooms. I just want to grow my own mushroom, but it take a lot to grow mushroom. You got to get things. You got to get like a bed, a raised bed, and then put your mushroom seeds in there and let them grow. See, you can't do that because the dogs will be out there running, and because them dogs like to run and play. Unless we can have like a one something risen upwardly, we'll have to do something like that for mushrooms. But I love mushrooms. I could just eat mushrooms. I love onions too. I could just fry some onions and eat it. Put me some ranch dressing on it. But I want to be able to cook and be able to feed my family. That's what my granddaughter told me today. Say if anything go down, she know where to go. Cause I got stuff stored. They started talking about God say store. I started storing because I got family. I got to make sure I eat. I got to make sure, make sure my children eat. And I got grandchildren, great grands now. Just things. I don't have stuff like a lot of people. You see people, they've been storing stuff for years. They've been waiting on the doomsday. I just wished I had the money where I could build me a house and build me like an underground system thing, and where we can go underground if we need to. But heavens, that's what the rich people doing. They going underground. We need to go underground too. be able to go on the ground. Like people back in the day, they had them houses where they could go down and start uh, uh, digging and have a whole thing going through somebody else's yard. Have it bricked up. Some people had all type of little rooms in their houses, and that's something I would like to have, a safe house, but have it to go underground because anything could happen. Get the brook blowing up stuff. You know, you on top of the land. You need something to go up under the land so they won't blow you up. But here I done struck on something else. But let me get off of this computer. Well, not off the computer, off this camera. So one day I will show y'all how I make my kombucha. Whenever I can figure out how to set it up where I won't have to be doing a whole lot of moving. I could do that. Cause you know that's how I did with showing how I did my uh I don't even have a name for it. I guess homemade biotics. But I just didn't make it in a pill form. When I did the garlic and the turmeric and the ginger, the lemon and the honey. That'll make a natural antibiotic. That's good for the stomach too. And there was somewhere I read they said put horseradish in it. So I got a horseradish outside growing, and I need to look up, you know, how it's supposed to look, because the greenery of it is real tall. It's leaning over. It's gonna grew so much. So I don't know if it's gonna multiply or what. You know, because I didn't even look. I just put it in some dirt and hope that for it to grow. And the greenery is growing. I don't know what's up under the dirt doing. Um, yeah, I'm talking on something else. I planted some onions, poor thing. Lord have mercy. They just died back down. But see, I think what my mistake was, I didn't put any fertilizer in it. I just put it in the dirt, and they started growing up. And so when they did that, I separated them. When I separated them, I didn't put no type of fertilizer in the dirt, and so that's what I should have did. But I'm gonna wait until the spring, and I'm gonna plant some more. This time I'll just put some fertilizer in the dirt and see what happens. I got a lot of onion seeds, and I had some comfrey. I don't know if I threw my comfrey away or not, because I had got where I get our order stuff, and then when it come and it die, I'll just throw the dirt away, not realizing this stuff will come back. You know, comfrey will regrow and it'll multiply. And there's something else I got. Y'all will do the same thing. Um, what I got? I got some more herbs over there, but they'll grow up, but they'll die back down. But see, cause I don't. Have no idea who this is. I don't know what make. I guess they have to have a job, but they can be worse nuisance. Um, so I wish that I could just. It's the same phone number. I don't know who this is. Okay, I'm glad I answered it. That was kind of important. I didn't know that number, but it was an important phone call. So, what was I talking about? About my herbs. I just want to get into herbs, herbal, because herbs are really good because I use herbs in my body butters and my soaps. And like my sister, she was getting a decubitated ulcer. But I think that's what it was. Her skin was breaking down, and she was getting a rash. That's how they start. Her skin was shiny, so I just started rubbing her down with my body butter, and it healed it. And I don't use my stuff. I don't know. These people drain my energy. When I get out of the shower, I just get out and put my clothes on. But my soaps are nourishing also because I put some like a super fat in my soaps, and I put nourishing stuff in the soap. See that super fat is not. You don't turn the soap. It's extra inside the soap. So my soap is moisture. It have a lot of moisture to it, and so I just want to learn herbal products and stuff like that because a lot of the medicine that doctors give you, they have a lot of side effects that's worse than what you sick with, because I was having a lot of problem with pain, and the pain medicine that the doctor wanted to give me was saying it makes you gain weight, and I don't need to gain no weight. I want this big den because these people putting this weight on me with this stuff they sending in that stuff they sending in my body. But still, at that time, I was bigger than what I used to be. And they saying that medicine cause you to gain weight and give you suicidal tendencies. I said, well, I sure don't need that. I don't want no suicidal tendencies. So I would take the medicine. So I rather I got stuff in my body butter that helps with pain. So a lot of time I just rub my back and stuff, especially my back. I just rub my back stuff down with my body butter. But see, I can't rub my own back good. I don't have nobody to rub me down. That's why I see that's when a good husband come in handy. But the only thing I keep running across is honey pots. And so I rather not have nobody. If I can't get somebody that's good for me, that understand what I'm going through and protect me from help protect me, at least understand that I don't need to be out among people because they want to take you out to eat. And when you go out to these restaurants, you in a restaurant full of gang stalkers. And then they getting your information. They all got their phone download. There's more people to attack you. When you home in your house minding your business, they somewhere attacking you because they so greedy for money. They have no respect for humanity. So somebody that understands that maybe we can go get out, ride around or something, and pick up something and come back home. We can cook or I can cook or he can cook. Enjoy each other company. Somebody I can trust with my life, but they don't know if I can find it. I don't know. I don't think I'm close to nobody else that's being gang stalked. That's what they do. They have us far apart from each other. There got to be some because there's many people that talk about they being gang stalked. The only person I knew that was close to me was a much younger guy, and he dead now. I want somebody that might closer to my personality. Put it like that. Everybody not close to your personality. It could be close to your age, but not close to your personality. Well, I think I need to get off of here. So be blessed. And try to be as safe as you can. It's hard to do.